Doctoral studies aren't just about writing a dissertation. They're also about learning how to become a scientist. And at the heart of this journey lies the mentor-mentee relationship. Mentorship begins when a student and mentor connect and start working side by side. But how do these relationships unfold in practice? To investigate, we tracked thousands of Slovenian PhD graduates' publications, distinguishing those co-authored with mentors from those co-authored with other researchers. We examined publishing activity 8 years before and 8 years after the thesis year, and clustered those publishing timelines into similar patterns. The results revealed 6 distinct styles, which we grouped into 3 broader paths. One path is what we call study limited. In this case, students publish mainly during doctoral studies, then move on. In a smaller slice of cases, students publish only with mentors. In a larger slice, they also publish with a few others, but stop once their PhD is complete. This path has become more common in recent years, particularly in STEM fields. Many graduates move into industry where publishing is not the central measure of success, so collaboration tapers off. Another path is the already established path. These are students who had research partners before starting their doctorate. Some continue publishing with mentors, while others barely co-publish with them at all. One variation is more common in medicine, a field with strong specialization and established networks. Another appears in the humanities, where mentors often act more like editors or advisors than co-authors. In those cases, guidance is present, but joint publications do not always appear in the record, even though the mentoring relationship is active. And then there is the most common path, born and raised. Students begin with little or no collaboration. During their PhD, they grow alongside mentors, start publishing together, and by graduation, they are fully integrated into the scientific community. For many, collaboration with mentors continues after the degree, making this group the most productive overall. For others, mentors step back while students branch into new collaborations and networks of their own. The PhD becomes a launchpad into scientific life. Of course, co-authored publications are only part of the story. Meetings, feedback, and lab culture doesn't show up in the database. But one thing is clear: mentorship shapes scientific careers in different ways. Some ties fade after the PhD, others continue for years. Yet across every path, the same truth stands out. Good mentoring doesn't just train researchers, it weaves them into the lifeblood of science. This study was conducted at the Center for Methodology and Informatics, Faculty of Social Sciences, University of Ljubljana, and funded by the Slovenian Research and Innovation Agency.